How's it? Today is Saturday, May 24th. It is Big Saturday, and it has been a very long day. I went into the gym relatively early on Saturdays for me. It was probably like 8:30 when I got in, and I finished before 11 because I actually went to a Taiko event in at Stanford University, where I was actually volunteering to take photos for the old group that I was a part of. That was very, very fun, but it was such a long day. I had like maybe 4-ish hours of sleep. I woke up at like 7 something, and then I like milled around for a little bit and just made it to the gym whenever I felt ready so that I didn't feel like I was rushing. The event itself started at like 12 to 4, and I actually got there maybe like 12:30 ish. And yeah, I don't know, man. It was a long day, but I think for the training today, I did very okay. I mean, I think I did pretty well given all the circumstances. I didn't miss any of my lifts, which is a really great feeling. And like my quality of my lifts today were a bit sluggish, and that's to be expected. My body doesn't feel as run down as it did last week, which I think is the reason I made all of my deadlifts, and that is a lot of the progress that I'm wanting to see. I think over the week, the Monday and Wednesday has gotten harder, like considerably so. 3 kilos on basically every lift, and then when you add that all in, and my body feeling more and more kind of better over time. I think that says a lot given the posterior chain accessories or successories that I've been doing. They've been helping quite a bit, and I feel like my technique today was okay, right? That 80 was like, yeah, it was okay. Here's my kind of first top set, quote unquote, at 85. Pretty easy, and then I go up to 90, and because I've just been trying to hit the same numbers that I did last week and then the week before, I'm not really pressing myself to push too hard with anything, and I'm pretty happy with this. My wrist today was not really an issue. I don't really recall it being an issue on Thursday either, but it was definitely an issue on Wednesday when I missed all my my thrusters. I was gonna call them push presses. They're not push presses. Yeah, today is not too big of an issue. As far as like clean and jerk goes, I think when I'm looking at how much things are moving like fairly well, or yeah, I don't know how to say that, but yeah, how much things are moving okay. I feel like my cleans have just not been as crisp as I want them to be, as clean as I want them to be, right? That was not a pun that was intended. No pun intended. That's the phrasing. So like here's my 115. This was like my first set that I was trying to really push the weight on 2 weeks ago. And like the clean is just, it feels like labored, and like I feel like I'm plenty strong to hit 115, but it's just not, it just doesn't feel like I'm just dialed in the way that I want to be, or the way that I have been in the past. Here's 120. 120 was much, much, much harder like overall, but I mean I still make the lift, and yeah. Um, it was really strange today because I got to the gym before anybody showed up to the gym, like at all. And I was there for probably, I want to say, most of my session today before anyone showed up. And it's just like a little strange being able to do everything that I want to do in the quiet that I don't know, I kind of like it when it's quiet. Is that weird? That's probably a very unpopular opinion. But I got to focus on what I was trying to do for each exercise, and I think that overall raised the quality of each movement that I was trying to do. Yeah, it is what it is. After my snatch deadlifts here, so I go to 140 and then I make 150. It's still very, very hard. I don't remember how hard it felt 2 weeks ago when I did it for the first time. That's like the first time I've ever snatch deadlifted 150 really. I feel like 2 weeks ago was probably easier than that, and like my lower back was quite rounded on this one, but yeah, I still made the lift, which is better than missing. I missed twice last week. After that, did my front squats up to 140, real simple again. And yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, today was just like pretty standard, pretty straightforward. I think I might have talked about it on Thursday, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to lift next week. We'll see what happens. I feel like my schedule is not gonna allow it just because I'm going to LA on Thursday, and then we'll see if I'll even have time to do Thursday's lift. And then I don't think I'll have time on Saturday to do this big Saturday next week. If anything, I'll probably lift on Friday, if I lift at all. Right, so we'll see what happens. I still haven't really talked to my coach about it. I'll probably text him today or tomorrow and just see what he says. I mean, the Saturdays are not really that important for my progress. The time that I'll gain the most progress is when I do like the Monday and Wednesday, and then of course the posterior chain things is really where I've been weak in the last few, I guess, years of training. So yeah, I mean, not too much else to think about today, but today was a good one, and that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.